and a warm evening and a warm welcome to all viewers all across. Right, तो इंडिया की टीम ने आई थिंक फाइनली कुछ sigh of relief आया for the skipper श्रेयस अय्यर और इस दफ़ा टॉस जो जीता आई थिंक ये टॉस सही जाएगा उनके लिए क्योंकि बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त बॉलिंग की है राइट फ्रॉम द वर्ड गो particularly Mayank Yadav was very impressive. Outstanding bowling by the chap और क्या जबरदस्त magical figures हैं for him and he will perhaps be the player of the match in this game as far as I believe. I think he deserves to be the player of the match. 4 overs is just 18 runs and 2 wickets in the जो उसने डेंट डाला है शुरू में आई थिंक वो बहुत ही बढ़िया डेंट डाला है एंड बहुत जबरदस्त बॉलिंग ओवरऑल अंडर 25 for 7 दैट्स व्हाट जिम्बाब्वे कुड अचीव क्योंकि राइट फ्रॉम द वर्ड गो पहली ही बॉल पे मैजिक हो गया जब ब्रायन बेनेट पहली ही बॉल पर गोल्डन डक ले गए आउट हुए एंड आई थिंक वेरी गुड कॉल बाय ईशान किशन जिन्होंने स्किपर श्रेयस को कन्विंस किया कि इट्स रिव्यू थिंग बिकॉज ऑन फील्ड अंपायर जिम्बाब्वे से थोड़ा हाथ हल्का रखा उन्हें आउट नहीं दिया बहरहाल a couple of contributions by the Zimbabwean batters Ryan Burl struggling 26 of 35 39 of 24 for Wesley Madhwere and of course 27 by Marumani towards the end. So unimpressive overall. 12 to extras this 8 wides, a no ball, and 3 leg byes altogether. As far as the Zimbabweans are concerned. Just a moment. I'll be back. Just a moment. Right. So we were talking about the game between Zimbabwe and my bad. I had a call. Lamba sahab, bade bhai, assalamu alaikum. Asim sahab, se kis tarah aap kaise? By the way, ये 120 तो सूरज अकेला कर देगा ऐसी बॉलिंग है आगे बस फिंगर क्रॉस आज चल जाएगा जी मेरे को नहीं आज आज अच्छा खेलेगा मेरे को अंदर से मेरे को यकीन है अच्छा होगा बाय द वे Rebel is the same guy Nitesh bhai was saying yesterday I didn't अच्छा I know I have no idea because I don't get into these things I don't know क्या है and I trusted him because he said I am not the one they are referring to so that's why I just नॉनदलेस यहाँ पर ऐसी कोई चीज़ किसी को कहने की कोई वो नहीं है ना हम इस तरह की चीज़ को हम टॉलरेट भी नहीं करते टू बी ऑनेस्ट बिकॉज अपना एक एक जो हमने बना दिया है अपना उसूल उस पर रहेंगे सो कोई भी लोग अगर बकवास करने का उनको शौक है दे आर मोर देन वेलकम बट नॉट हेयर समवेयर एल्स सो बहरहाल जी लेट्स स्टिकिंग टू द पॉइंट एंड कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट इंडिया वर्सेस जिम्बाब्वे सो इंडिया क्या हो रहा है सॉरी यार सॉरी यार क्या हो गया फोन मेरा जैम हो गया अपना उसमें ये क्या हो रहा है भाई ये क्या हो रहा है भाई साहब I'm really sorry guys there is a little bit of hiccup I sent proof to Nitesh bhai maybe he'll share with you as well क्या बोले क्या बोले ऊपर वाले से सबके लिए हिदायत ही मांग सकते हैं दैट्स मैक्स आई कैन डू कोई नहीं करने दो बकवास बाकी हम संभाल लेंगे रूल का ही रूल ओके Talib, can you please give me something where I can put my mobile? Thank you. सॉरी नहीं ऐसा किसी को टॉलरेंस नहीं है भाई जीरो टॉलरेंस है कोई बकवास कोई फजूल बात किसी का दिल दुखाना यहाँ हम दिल जोड़ने के लिए आए थे तोड़ने के लिए थोड़ा आए थे सो आई थिंक comparatively an easier task for team India finally after a very long time you know 7 matches it took Shreyas to be among the victory against his name. So naturally, we thought a break. We've got just one more minute, I think, a couple of minutes when the game will, be back live and India will be having a chase of 126 runs only. So I think extremely well bowled. मैं जितने तारीफ करूँ, I think मयंक को शुरू से देखा, express pace, very well bowled. 4 overs में 18 रन, 2 विकेटें, and wicket-less आज अशोक रहे, but he showed some promise. 4 overs में 29 runs उसने दिए, and Prince Yadav, जिनको आज मानव बहुत तनकीद कर रहे थे, 4 ओवर्स में उन्होंने 19 रन दिए और 2 विकेट लिए. सो बराबर बराबर ये दोनों यादव रहे, मयंक को या प्रिंस, एक एक विकेट दुबे और बिश्नोई ने ली. सो गुड फॉर बिश्नोई, एंड इट विल डू अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस फॉर हिम. Run a ball, 4 overs में 24 runs, 1 wicket for him. I think Dubey was a little expensive, 32 for him and a wicket for him as well. So only bowler who was not among the wickets is unfortunately, uh, the pace machine, जो कि दो लड़के लाए थे, और एक मयंक थे और दूसरे अशोक थे. अशोक ने विकेट आज नहीं ली. लेट्स होप कि अगले मैच में वो जरूर विकेट लेंगे. अब प्लीज बैटिंग जब शुरू होगा बता देना. आज सूर्यवंशी की बैटिंग ही देखूंगा. टिक 5 पे चल गया. अरे वाह भाई, बैटिंग शुरू होने वाली है. 1 मिनट बता रहा है मेरे पास टाइमर, यहाँ पर जो ट्रिक 5 टीवी का टाइमर है, अब वो आधा मिनट रह गया. सो आई थिंक दे विल बी इनटू द एक्शन वेरी सून. मैं यहाँ क्रिक बस पे देखता हूँ ये क्या बोलते हैं. क्रिक बस इनिंग्स ब्रेक बोल रहे हैं. ओके, सो जिम्बाब्वे की इनिंग्स को जो प्रोग्रेस रहा पहले से 6 ओवर इन मैंडेटरी पावर प्ले में, they managed to score just 26 runs, for the loss of 3 wickets. So 4.33 their runs per over, and 7 to 15 में थोड़ा बेहतर हुआ. 52 for 2, 5.77, and lately 16 to 20, ये जो slow of death over जो भी बोले आप उसे, 47 for 2 of those 5 overs, which means 9.40 उनका overall रहा. तो आई थिंक दैट वाज प्रीटी डिसेंट. सो मयंक यादव का जो स्पेल रहा उसमें 140 केपीएच प्लस पे वो रहे, और उन्होंने 2 विकेट ली 8 रन देकर 18 गेंदों पे. 2.66 की इकॉनमी थी. अदर डिलीवरीज जो थी उन्होंने उसमें 7 रन दिए 7 गेंदों पे, रन अ बॉल. So it means that he gave away 6 runs, and it doesn't include the wides that he bowled. So nonetheless, I think a very very good start for India in this particular 3 matches series. चलो अब भाई के साथ चल जाएंगे दोनों इकट्ठे. अरे वाह वाह, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. So we've got a very young commentator and expert, perhaps has represented Zimbabwe in the past, and another Zimbabwean, an Indian as well. Murli Karthik साहब आए हैं. He represented India back in 2000, and until 2007 he was part of Team India's playing 11, and a very decent bowler, very decent spinner. And now we can see the men in maroon, Zimbabwe, are there in the middle, and they are somewhat doing the practice thing, while the Indian batters are not around as yet. So थोड़ा टाइम है अभी मेरे ख्याल में. सो शेडोज नज़र आ रहे हैं. बड़ा खूबसूरत आज का दिन है जिम्बाब्वे में. ये mid-20s में है, और वेदर जो आज का है, देयर इज नो साइन ऑफ रेन, और इट्स अ वेरी cool day as far as game of cricket is concerned. So the players would be mighty pleased. The conditions they would be very happy about, because India are off to a flying start, and nonetheless they should get home by over number 12. I think 10 to 12 overs that would be needed by India to wrap up the proceedings. So that will be great. रवि बिश्नोई आज विकेट ले गए. होल आउट किया आज लॉन्ग ऑफ की बाउंड्री पर रायन बर्ल ने, एंड अ वेरी गुड कैच टेकन बाय द फील्डर एट डीप, एंड बिश्नोई फाइनली विकेट ले गए. सो रन आउट भी मिला इंडिया को, और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त कीपिंग किया आज ईशान ने. ही वॉज वेरी एजाइल बिहाइंड द स्टम्प्स, वेरी वोकल एंड वेरी अलर्ट. एंड जो पहला कैच आया, आई थिंक वो उसका सारा क्रेडिट, सारा जो श्रेय है वो ईशान को जाता है, क्योंकि he was he went up the moment he took the ball into his gloves of the very first ball that was bowled by Mayank Yadav, मैच का पहला ही बॉल. so he was on the money. तो अच्छा हॉस्टाइल आगाज हुआ. pace is something which always matters a lot. Was I think great as far as pace of Mayank was concerned. He was disciplined right from the word go. He bowled in the channel, stumps to stumps in general, and his sheer pace got better of the opening batter. बहुत struggle किया उसने. Dan Mayers it was totally out of sorts. He didn't know which way the ball was going, and he was signaling to his partner at the non-striker end कि मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा ये बॉल जा कहाँ रहा है. तेरे को दिखा. So when you bowl at around 140, 148, 147 consistently, that's something where you get the edge. And he really had the edge. He was enjoying the upper hand was Mayank, and I think very very good bowling. Really impressed by his rhythm, his commitment, and it was great. हाँ, you are right. छोटी टीम है इसलिए रिकवर नहीं कर पाए. हिकअप आया शुरू में ही, सो दे गॉट बैम्बूजल्ड. एंड फ्रैंकली दे वर आउट ऑफ सॉर्ट्स. पेस इतना ज्यादा था कि दे डिडंट हैव इनफ टाइम टू सेटल डाउन. सो जो पावर प्ले का एक इम्पैक्ट होता है जिसमें आपको पता है सारे फील्डर्स अंदर है, तीन फील्डर्स जो ना टोटल बाहर हैं, वो कि कहाँ कहाँ कप्तान खड़ा कर सकते हैं. सो वहां पर अगर आपको पहला पंच लग जाए, उसके बाद जो है ना वो संभलना मुश्किल हो जाता है. और छोटी टीम ने आज साबित किया कि वो छोटी टीम है. तो आई थिंक क्रेडिट गोज टू द बॉलर जिन्होंने बेंड किया अपनी बैट को इतना. यू नो पहला पहला मैच था, आपको विकेट के बिहेवियर का नहीं पता था. क्रेडिट जाता है श्रेयस अय्यर को जिन्होंने टॉस जीतकर कहा कि आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट दिस सर्फेस क्योंकि मैं यहाँ खेला नहीं हूँ. बट वन थिंग इज फॉर श्योर कि बॉल यहाँ बाउंस लेगा, वो हमने प्रैक्टिस में देखा. सो आई थिंक फोर साइड बहुत अच्छा रहा. एंड आइडियली मैंने पहले भी कहा इंडिया का स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट हमेशा से चेज रहा है. तो ये ज़्यादा भी अच्छा है कि जिस कंडीशन का जिस सरफेस का आपको नहीं पता वहाँ पर आपको सेफ खेलना चाहिए और वहाँ पर आपको जाकर पहले बॉलिंग करना चाहिए. सो आई थिंक इट वाज वेरी वाइज ऑन पार्ट ऑफ द स्कीपर. सो अभी टॉक ऑफ द टाउन, वैभव सूर्यवंशी इज देयर इन द मिडल along with his partner अभिषेक शर्मा. सो ये तो एक ही लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे कि मारो मारो मेरे को मारो ओ भाई मेरे को मारो. सो दोनों लड़के जो हैं वो तैयार हैं. एंड वो जो एक सेशन चल रहा है ब्रीफ सेशन ब्रेक के दरमियान, वो दैट इज स्टिल गोइंग ऑन बट वी कैन सी द प्लेयर्स एंड बोथ ओपनर्स आर ऑल सेट to walk into the middle and we'll be having the game within next 3 to 4 minutes maximum. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं लगेगा. Here you go. Here you go. Everything is done, all set, and the game is about to begin. It's about to resume. Now then, अब जो आलतू फालतू के लोग हैं वो डिस्पर्स हो रहे हैं. कप्तान कोच वो जो भी आए हुए थे वो सभी अब जा रहे हैं. नाउ वी कैन सी अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ ब्रीज आल्सो. Flags the way they are fluttering, it just shows that there is some breeze available in this particular area. But मौसम बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. अरे नहीं नहीं रावत साहब ऐसी बात नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? पॉइंट देखें, छोटी टीमों को भी तो बड़ी टीमों के साथ खेलने का उतना ही हक है जितना बड़ी टीमों को बड़ी टीमों के साथ खेलने का है, या छोटी टीमों को छोटी टीमों के साथ खेलने का. तो ये खेलेंगे तो सीखेंगे. और दूसरी बात है, इंडिया ने आयरलैंड से जो शिकस्त हुई थी उसके बाद इंडिया को जाहिर है कोई एक सीरीज चाहिए थी जीत हासिल करने के लिए. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग ऑन देयर पार्ट. वैसे बाय द वे दे डिडंट नो कि वो इंग्लैंड से और आयरलैंड दोनों से हारेंगे. सो आई थिंक ये बहुत सही स्ट्रेटजी है कि आप जिम्बाब्वे की टीम के साथ कह रहे हैं. ये इनके लिए देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात, जिम्बाब्वे एक गरीब मुल्क है, ठीक है. उसको रेवेन्यू मिलेगा इंडिया की सीरीज से, विच इज़ मोर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर देम. स्पॉन्सर्स आएंगे, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होंगी, बहुत सारे आईसीसी की तरफ से भी रेवेन्यू मिलेगा. सो गेट मनी भी मिलेगी. So I think it's good for the cause of Zimbabwe. They'll have a game against the world beaters, number one side रही है इंडिया की एक हफ्ता पहले तक. एंड दे स्टिल आर द वर्ल्ड चैम्प, बैक टू बैक चैंपियंस हैं. तो आई थिंक दिस सीरीज शुड टेक प्लेस एंड दे शुड हैपन फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ दीज स्मॉल बोर्ड्स जहाँ पर लोग स्ट्रगल करते हैं एंड क्राइसिस हैं. ज़ाहिर है वहाँ बहुत इश्यूज हैं उनकी इकोनॉमी को लेकर. So I think it's good for Zimbabwe at least I can say about it. So 1 मिनट का टाइम दिया है यहाँ पर क्रिक फाई ने. सो इसका मतलब है कि विल बी विटनेस इन द गेम विद इन अ कपल ऑफ मिनट. नो प्रॉपर ब्रॉडकास्टिंग इन इंडिया। मे बी स्पॉन्सर ना आए हो, इंटरनेशनली आओ, यही जो आपके बिग ये जो जाइंट्स हैं जो नो, शायद इन जाइंट्स ने ही लिया और वो भी पैसे पे डाल दिया। जैसे थोड़ी देर पहले मयंक मानव बोल रहे थे, सॉरी यार मयंक का नाम, प्ले विद सम अदर टीम, दिस वुड हेल्प ग्रोथ ऑफ क्रिकेट इन अदर कंट्री। एब्सोल्युटली राइट, दैट्स द पॉजिटिव अप्रोच, यही होना चाहिए, ठीक है ना। आप बड़ी टीमों के साथ खेलेंगे, ठीक है, वो तो होना भी चाहिए। छोटी टीमें क्या करेंगी फिर? अभी तो उनका 2027 ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप का जो नाइटमेयर आया है, बिल्कुल सही चेंज किया। आई थिंक आईसीसी ने कोई गलत नहीं किया। दे वांट द गेम टू बी कंपेटिटिव। वो फीफा के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं कि फीफा में आप देखें लोग एक एक मैच खेल के आउट हुए हैं, वेयर हम आपको ज्यादा वो दे रहे हैं। ठीक है कि अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो दो टीमें बाहर होंगी, तीन में से बॉटम की, वो एक एक मैच खेल के बाहर होंगी, लेकिन दो दो मैचेस तो आएंगे ना सभी के पास, ज़रा दो दो मैचेस खेलें, तो उस हिसाब से आई थिंक ये फेयर इनफ जस्टिफिकेशन है बाय आईसीसी। So now the game is about to begin. The officials are there, and now we can see the players getting ready, and they're doing their stuff. So we'll be having the game. Game is gonna get underway very very soon. And huddle of the Zimbabwean players, I can see it very clearly. Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Abhishek Sharma are all set to join the party. And let's see if India can have a thumping win by 10 wickets. If India wins by 10 wickets, the game will be over within 10 overs. Mind it. That's true. I too was struggling to watch man, but at least he has got the opportunity to do so. But what Manav has done, he has muted the video where it's being on air, and he'll be listening to the commentary. That's an honor for us for sure. So Mike Yadav stole the show today, and he'll be the player of the match. There is no second thought about it, and this should be this should be the case in this particular game. मिलना चाहिए इनको मेरे ख्याल में. So Sikandar is, but his body language is pretty noticeable. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is all set. आई थिंक अभिषेक शर्मा पहला बॉल फेस करेंगे. लेट्स सी क्या होता है. सो अभी तक 14 का एवरेज है, 168 का स्ट्राइक रेट है, 15 बेस्ट है वर्सेस इंग्लैंड. चार मैचेस खेले हैं जिनमें से तीन में उन्होंने बैट किया, चौथे में आज बैटिंग करेंगे. सो वैभव के लिए बड़ा उम्दा प्लेटफॉर्म है आज कि वो इस मैच में बड़ा स्कोर बनाए. यहाँ पर अभिषेक शर्मा का रोल बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. एंड लेट्स सी. 1618 runs for him, 32 the average, 190 the strike rate, 135 the best, and 52 innings for the youngster Abhishek Sharma, sensational boy. So we can see Blessing Muzarabani getting ready. 29 years old, 93 matches for him, 110 wickets for him, 21 is the average, which is good. 7.19 economy. Okay, 4 for 17 his career best. अभी इसने हाल ही में 4 for 26 लिया था versus Bangladesh, and he has already grabbed few wickets at this particular venue. So I think शुरू में नया बॉल है, थोड़ा घूमेगा, बट उतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं होगा आई थिंक बॉलिंग में. रन्स कम है, डिफेंडेबल भी टोटल नहीं है, रन बॉल आपने खेलना है, यू गॉट सम सेंसेशनल प्लेयर्स. सो अभिषेक शर्मा watchfully plays it towards extra cover and finds a feeder over there. It's a dot ball to start. 139 kph, so not very bad. Not very bad on part of Blessing Muzarabani. Again, he also is on the money. That was beautifully bowled on the good length area. It was swinging in, and Abhishek watchfully just plays it with the soft hands, and not a bad shot at all. Here goes Muzarabani once again with a slip in pace. Full shot straight away. Will this be a boundary? No. Square leg per fielder hai. It will only be a single. And off the mark is Abhishek and India. One for none. सूर्यवंशी पहली दफा फेस करेंगे इस मैच में. वैभव सूर्यवंशी. Very good confident shot by Abhishek Sharma. Couple of bounces and straight to the fielder at deep square leg. 126 runs is the target. गुल फिरोजा ने आज पाकिस्तान को पहली विकेट दिया है ओडीआई में वर्सेस श्रीलंका, होस्ट श्रीलंका के खिलाफ. ग्रेट मोमेंट फॉर 78 of 77 for the girl. ओए बैक्स अवे, व्हाट इज ही डूइंग? हेलो वैभव. पहला ही बॉल एंड हार्ड लेंथ पे उसने बॉल किया, हालांकि इतना पेस नहीं था, But still, I think it was a reasonable delivery bowled by Muzarabani. They must have watched his videos and even the live matches. So that's the reason why they are opting for the hard land. बिल्कुल वो 8 to 10 meters पे ball किया deliberately, and I think it was a good ball given the circumstances. Means broadcaster are not interested in the series. Yes, they are not, but I think they should be. ये बड़ी ज्यादती की बात है, I think कि broadcaster छोटी सीरीज को नहीं वो करते appreciate. So pushes towards square leg and fetches a single. Very good running between the wicket between both the youngsters off the mark. Both the boys and Vaibhav or Abhishek दोनों ने kick बनाया. India two without loss, and this is over number one. Blessing Muzarabani is the pacer, that speedster from Zimbabwe. So bowling at a decent pace, under 35 Ks plus. That's what he's bowling at, with a slip in place, which is a little wide from the keeper. So you can say it's one and a half kind of, two दूसरी slip there. So cut किया बड़ा उम्दा towards backward point, but finds the fielder. It's another dot ball, 140 kph. So he's mixing it up very nicely. Very very good bowling by Blessing Muzarabani to India without loss, and the target is just 126 runs. So we'll be seeing some, some big ones very, very shortly. Maybe if not on the last ball, then here you go. Oh, dancing down the track. Almost was going to chop onto the sticks, but lucky. Not to end the over, very good bowling by Muzarabani. He saw the batter coming out of the crease and deliberately bowled hard land ball. And what all the batter Abhishek Sharma could have done was to go for a wild slog, and lucky for him, inside edge, and the ball was just close to the off stump. दो runs पर पहला ओवर खत्म हुआ, और very good bowling by Muzarabani. Some dignitaries have also arrived in the ground to witness the game. Very nice to see them. Zimbabwe played 64 dots. Okay, मैच बोरिंग सा लग रहा है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. नहीं, अभी तो शुरू होगा ना, देखें, अभी शुरू होगा, अभी तो पार्टी शुरू होगी. आई थिंक वो पहला ओवर था, इतना तो मतलब होता है थोड़ा बहुत. वैभव ने कोशिश किया था पहली बॉल से ही, and Garavaya is interesting. 28 years old, 97 matches, 122 wickets, 20.53 average. Very good bowler, very decent bowler. Here comes Garava with the slip in place. Oh, what a beauty! Caught behind ki appeal ho rahi hai by the umpire, and umpire has turned it down. The keeper doesn't seem that serious. I think pressure tactic. Now अंपायर पूछ रहा है, कप्तान पूछ रहा है सिकंदर, क्या बोलते हो? बोलते नहीं, मेरे को लगता नहीं यार, ऐसे हूल दे रहा था. खाली फीलिंग. So I don't think there was any kind of edge, but what a beautiful length, beautiful line, daylight, बहुत दूर था ball, never gonna be an edge, but I think beautiful ball. What a beautiful away swinger, straight away by Angarava. Oh, bad ball, a bad ball, wide down the leg side. So बिल्कुल सही wide ball दिया, 134 kph, and first ball was a beauty. First one was a real beauty. And yes, there was no connection with the bat, no contact at all. So वो in any case, वो जो था ये naturally डॉट बॉल तो था, लेकिन एज नहीं था. सो आई थिंक नहीं, लपे तो चढ़ाने हैं उसने, ज़ाहिर है. And goes for the full shot. This time connects. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. Lands safely, and it's a six. I'll try check. Yes, I knew कि नहीं है. So I think this will be a confidence booster for this youngster. Vaibhav ने finally middle of the bat ढूंढ लिया. So a good shot, I think. Clinical strike, and 9 India without loss. So जैसे लग रहा था कि शॉट आने वाली है, ये इन द स्लॉट था, और इस तरह की बॉल तो वो ऑल डे लॉन्ग खेलता रहेगा. सो आई थिंक अ वेरी गुड शॉट, नीटली प्लेड ओवर स्क्वायर लेग रीजन, and the fielder at deep position was just a spectator. It went many a miles, I think, many a miles. Very good shot. He should play on the offside as well. Yes, like this. What a good cover drive. What a beautiful shot. Oh, the chase is on, but the ball is gone. Chokka. Very good shot. Very, very good shot. Double digits में आ गया India, I think. Bad ball and very nicely put away. Mid of the bat, very good shot. That's good shot. They should, give him a lot of confidence. Very good cover drive. Elegant shot. Very, very nicely played. Between point and cover. Beautiful placement. 13 without loss, India. Second over in progress. And Garava. Upish, but safe. Six. Over long off. That's good hitting. That's majestic hitting. That's some hitting. Three boundaries in a row, sir. And Garava is not a bad bowler, but oh, that was good shot. Seriously, a good shot. Stand and deliver. Very good shot. Up and over. 19 without loss. 6-4-6. Will this be a 4 or a 6? Fifth ball of the second over. And Garava now taking a deep breath. Finding it a little difficult now. बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ तो अच्छा बॉल के बहरहाल पिट गया बेचारा. Here comes Ngarava on the pads. Very nicely played. Will this be a boundary? Very good fielding at deep. Very, very good fielding. 2 runs in the process. Now he's eyeing the ball well. I think थोड़ा अच्छा अच्छा नजर आ रहा है. बच्चा अच्छा खेल रहा है. Very, very expensive over this. 19 already and one ball still to be bowled. Good batting. Seriously good batting. That is some good batting. Last ball of the over being bowled by Richard and Garava. 21 इंडिया. दूसरा ओवर भी पूरा नहीं हुआ, एक बॉल रहता. इस ओवर में 19 रन आ गए. Hey, that was on the pad. It was down on one knee, but couldn't connect it. Leg by hoga. Yes, it's leg by. So very, very productive over. 22 after over number two. कहाँ से लोग यार ऑफिस टाइम के बाद क्यों लोग आते हैं यार. काय को आते फोकट में यार. सो गुड साइन. दोनों ओपनर्स अभी हैं. 20 ऑफ जस्ट 8 फॉर वैभव सूर्यवंशी. सो आई थिंक गुड स्टार्ट बाय द चैप. द ब्लोक इज लुकिंग गुड. एंड plenty of people have come to the ground. छोटा सा ग्राउंड है लेकिन फिर भी अच्छे लोग आए हुए, ठीक ठाक लोग आए हुए. बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है लेकिन ठीक है. Backs away and cuts it deliberately towards deep backward point. And Evans is there. Brad Evans. 23 India without loss, and this is over number three. Muzarabani has bowled very, very decently. Just the two of his first over, while Angarawa was all over the place. Gave away so many runs, Angarawa. 20 runs came off the last over. Here comes Angarawa this time, guided towards point, wanted a single, but Vaibhav says no, and was a very right call by Vaibhav. Because Abhishek ने cut किया था and he wanted to single. He wanted to rotate the strike, but very nice by Vaibhav. बच्चे ने ठीक किया. So very, very nice crowd you can see over there, and they're looking very, very happy, happy faces. People who are supporting India, of course, they're happy. Uh, Mission achieved because they are not that far, if I may say. Comes down the track and was not a good shot selection. Very lucky. There was no contact with the bat, otherwise, it would have been dangerous. Straight to the keeper, and Vaibhav Suryavanshi looked so nice in the 19 World Cup. 80 balls, 175 versus England. 33 balls, 68 versus Afghanistan. And that was great, I think. That was really great. Then he played wonderfully well, over 700 runs in just concluded IPL 2026. Here comes Blessing. watchfully played back to the bowler. So Abhishek is somewhat little under pressure. 7 balls and just the 1 run for him. Solitary run that was taken off the very first ball of the bowling of Muzarabani. But he's quite careful. Is Abhishek. Perhaps he wants Weber to hit all the balls out of the park, and he's taking his time. So एक खिलाड़ी एंकर का रोल प्ले कर रहा है and the other is going for the big hits. Here comes Muzarabani once again, bowling to Abhishek. Little uppish in the air. Will this be taken? Yes! So wicket number 1 for Zimbabwe. Holds out the batter Abhishek Sharma almost in the similar fashion. That's what he used to do. Again, the leading edge and straight into the hands of the fielder Evans. And 23 for 1 India now, and it should be Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, who should be coming into bat. Straightforward chance. और मेरे ख्याल में इसी तरह से अभिषेक रिसेंटली आउट होना शुरू हो गया. आई थिंक वेरी पुअर शॉट सिलेक्शन. वो जो क्रीज को छोड़ते हैं, थोड़ा पीछे जाते हैं, बैक अवे करते हैं. आई थिंक इसके ऊपर इनको थोड़ा सा अपना ध्यान देना होगा, बिकॉज शायद बॉलर्स इनको बहुत जल्दी रीड करना शुरू हो गया है. Anyways, 23 for 1, and the last ball of the third over will be bowled. Ishan, I think, will be the next man in. And yes, you can see Ishan walking in, and he'll be, taking the guard. And the Zimbabwean fans are happy. They are now playing the music, beating the drums and everything. So, Muzarabani finally has picked up a wicket. Good for them, I think, very good for Zimbabwe. And मैंने बोला था अगर ये दोनों खड़े रहे तो फिर आप 10-12 ओवर्स में गेम खत्म करते थे. बहरहाल ईशान किशन, if he gets going, he'll be ruthless, he'll be unstoppable for them. 1463 runs for the youngster, 145 strike rate, acceptable. 103 is his career best, and 29 almost is the average. So very decent as far as T20 cricket is concerned. So Ishan Kishan is ready to face the first ball, which happens to be the last ball of the over number 3. Muzarabani, very, very good spell. Very good spell. Oh, well bowled. Very, very well bowled. Pacey delivery to end the over. So, successful over comes to the end. 144 kph was the last ball. 23 for 1 India. Just the 1 run of the over number 2 of Blessing Muzarabani. And importantly, picked the prize scalp of Abhishek Sharma. So, India have lost their, sensational opener. Muzarabani is the wicket taker. Abhishek Sharma pulls out, and one extra given away by Zimbabwe in the total of 23 runs that India have scored thus far. India need just 103 more runs to go one up in the 3 matches series, and I think it will be fairly easy for them. एक दो विकेट्स गिरने से कोई खास फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. And next up will be Shreyas, then Tilak Verma. So very solid batting lineup for India. Brad Evans comes to bowl now. Very decent bowler. Very, very decent bowler. Here he comes. And welcomed by Vaibhav Suryavansh. What a beautiful shot. Straight down the ground. A couple of bounces over the rope. What a lovely shot. That was hit right from the mid of the bat. Sweetest part of the bat. A fuller length ball, and he says, "Welcome to the ground, sir." What a lovely shot by Abhishek. Abhishek, my bad. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. That's what he is known for. What a lovely shot. Beautiful touch. Beautiful sound of the bat. 25 of just 10 for Suryavanshi. 27 for 1 India. Ah, down on the knee and plays it well over backward square leg for a 6. Very, very good connection. Very, very good shot. Bad ball put away nicely. Used the pace of the bowler. Nicely scooped it, and a good result. Another precious over for India. Evans going for 10 runs of the first 2 balls. Poor bowling continues. Freebies. Hit me ball. Very bad ball. Helped on its way. Beautifully played. Lovely shot. 33 for 1. India. Fourth over is in progress. Now the things are looking a bit easier. Sikandar Raza goes straight to his bowler and consoles him. A couple of advice for him. and the ball perhaps has been lost. Maybe now we are back live. Very very poor bowling by Zimbabwean bowlers, particularly to Vaibhav Suryavanshi, who is dealing in boundaries. Just knows one way, and that is to go all out attacking mode. That's good batting, I think. Seriously, good batting. So Evans is looking towards the heavens. What's happening, sir? Sir, why are you not starting? We have lost the ball, unfortunately, because that was such a long shot by Weber, and the umpires have. Oh, it has been D-shaped. Maybe it has been D-shaped. There is something wrong. Uh, the fourth umpire has arrived with plenty of balls in the briefcase, and we'll have a change of the ball most definitely. So we've got a new ball. We have got a new ball, sir. तो पहली दो गेंदों में ही काम खराब हो गया. Evans again. Now what will he be doing? That's a better ball. Push gently towards mid off, and the fielder is over there. So it's a dot ball. Good comeback delivery by the bowler Evans. India 33 for 1. Fourth over is in progress. 3.3 overs have been bowled precisely. 31 of 12 for Vaibhav Suryavanshi and is looking in very very good form, connecting the ball well. यही बात हो रही थी कि वैभव को अगर आप इस टीम के खिलाफ खिलाएंगे, आप उसे कॉन्फिडेंस देंगे, देन वो अच्छा करेगा. इस सरफेस, ऐसा सरफेस तो आइडियल था उसके लिए. Once again, he was preparing for the tee off, but very nicely bowled. Oh, oh, oh! Ishan Kishan wanted another run, but Vaibhav declined it, and I think it was fair enough. There was just only a single available, but somehow Ishan was overexcited. It should have been dangerous. So, सही किया I think Vaibhav ने, that he declined the second run. He would have been out by miles if he had gone for the second run. 34 for 1, 32 for Vaibhav. So 34 में से 32 Vaibhav के of just 13 balls that he has faced. So अभिषेक ने आज बहुत सारी बॉल्स फेस की हैं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली उस तरह से खेल नहीं पाए जैसे खेलते थे वो, जैसे उनकी रिप्यूट थी. अनफॉर्चुनेटली शायद शॉट सिलेक्शन ठीक नहीं थी. वैभव का शायद प्रेशर है कि उनके सामने डिलीवर करना है. दोनों एक ही तरह के खिलाड़ी एग्रेसिव हैं बाय नेचर. When the target is just 126 runs, you have got to be disciplined. You cannot be erroneous with the line. बहुत ही ज़्यादा spot होना चाहिए, stump to stump ball करना चाहिए. But Evans is mostly bowling on the pads area. That's the reason why he has been struck for two boundaries. And this time again on the pads. Lucky के इस दफा ईशान थे, इसलिए उन्होंने एक single लिया कॉर्नर की तरफ. And this is going to be the end of the over. 4 overs done, 35 for the loss of 1 India. Abhishek अभी तक out हुए हैं. And apart from that, India are playing extremely good cricket. सूर्यवंशी 32 of 13 और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त बैटिंग चल रही है और आसानी से जीतना चाहिए. नाउ लेट्स सी कि ईशान किशन कब जो है वो फिफ्थ गियर में आते हैं और कब चार्जिंग शुरू करते हैं, बिकॉज अभी तक ही इज लिटिल बिट ऑफ साइलेंस मोड में है और still we can see plenty of faces, who have come to the ground all the way to Zimbabwe, and they are witnessing the game live. Muzarabani continuing his spell, third over in progress. Lovely bowling, 2 overs, just the 3 runs, and Abhishek Sharma's wicket for him. Goes for the cut and straight to point, a dot ball. Ishan Kishan and Vaibhav Suryavanshi are there in the middle. Ishan is facing the bowler Muzarabani, who has been a standout performer for Zimbabwe in this game. Lovely bowling, very, very good line and length. Very nice bowling. Very, very good bowling. And good pace as well. He's bowling at around 138, 140 Ks, which makes him a brilliant bowler. Otherwise, बहुत struggle किया आज, एवंस ने struggle किया. Then आज एंड गारावा ने भी स्ट्रगल किया, guided very nicely towards third region. Evans is there, a single for Ishan. This is the right strategy, I think. When you're not able to hit the ball, you should, rotate the strike. At least एक run मिलता है, and the confident batter will be facing now. वैभव सूर्यवंशी और मुजरा बानी, ये अच्छा contest होगा between bat and the ball. अच्छा match होगा. So let's see. We still have one more over left for the power play. So naturally, uh, कोशिश करेंगे वैभव के किसी तरह से हिट आउट करें. Here comes Muzarabani. Vaibhav goes for the aerial route and finds the boundary over cover. Not, I think, very intended, but result is good. I think a boundary for him, which is good, and he'll accept it. 36 for Weber, 40 India for one. Over number five is in progress. That was in the slot, I think, and Weber was looking to go aerial, and he does connect it. Enough legs to go to the boundary. Not middle the way he was middling the ball earlier on. Weber ready to face Muzarabani. First boundary of Muzarabani. This time played towards cover and a misfield. Will this be a second run? It should be. And going for the second run as well. Very good running between the wicket. Not good fielding by the Zimbabwean fielder. 42 for 1 India. Fifth over is in progress. So finally we have seen some runs of the bowling of Blessing Muzarabani. There was a gentle push and there was a misfield and where there could have been a dot ball. We have seen a couple of runs being fetched by the Indian batters. So very good running between the wicket. 42 for 1 India. Fifth over is in progress. Suryavanshi on 38 of just 15 balls. Will he go aerial? Two balls left. Will there be a boundary? He's looking to go aerial. Goes big. Has he done it? Oh yes. He has gone a long way. Six. Beautiful connection right from the middle of the bat. Another six for the youngster. One stroke away from a fabulous half century is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He spotted the slow one when it was released by the fingers of the bowler Muzarabani and he connected it to good effect. Sent the ball where it belonged to. Beautiful shot, I think. That's power hitting. That's some glorious shot. That is some hitting. Lovely shot. 44 now. Muzarabani even looking, in little distress because he doesn't know what's happening around. 2 overs में 3 runs और अभी 5 गेंदों में 13 runs बन चुके हैं. That's some lovely batting. So someone is asking Vaibhav to score a century today, but that won't be the possibility. I think बहुत मुश्किल है century बनाना. जब total target 126 है, you can't, you can't make 100 unless there is something exceptional going on. So I think बहुत मजा आ रहा है, बहुत मजा आ रहा है. वैभव को एक बॉल है और छक्का लगा दे तो हाफ सेंचुरी होती है. So 44 पे खेल रहे हैं. Comes down the track, plays it over point. Will this be a boundary? I think it will go. It will race away to the fence. Yes, it does. A boundary to end the over. 48 of just 17 balls for Vaibhav Suryavanshi. And 52 India. India का half century done हो गया. 52 for 1 and 5 overs have been bowled out. So India are motoring towards the target 126 and Vaibhav is making it very, very quickly. And the people are enjoying the game. They're loving the game really. And even we can see some birds witnessing the game live. They're also, sticking to the stands and wherever they are finding the place to witness the game and they don't have to buy the tickets as well. Yes, we can see even some eagles have also joined the party. So बहुत सारे लोग हैं, crows भी हैं, साथ में eagles भी हैं, और भी परिंदे हैं बहुत सारे and they are enjoying the game I think for free. Round the wicket comes Nyamuri, played towards cover. And will this be a single? I think there's a misfield. Should be a single. But it's a dot ball. They don't decide to go for a single. Although that was hit by the two end of the bat, the last ball that went to the boundary over point region by Vaibhav Suryavanshi, but enough legs to carry all the way to the boundary. So अभी तक बहुत जबरदस्त बैटिंग की है वैभव ने. He's dealing in boundaries. 17 balls, 48 runs. So it will looking to go for a and beautiful shot, helped on its way towards corner. Bad ball on the pads and nicely deflected by Ishan Kishan. This should give him a lot of confidence. 56 for one India. Sixth over is in progress. India will be grabbing the game, I think, by over number 11 or 12 maybe. This is some good batting. Very, very good batting. Namuri welcomed by Ishan Kishan. Very nicely. Very, very nicely played. There was only one feeder at short fine leg and he bisects beautifully. There comes Namuri. Bad ball. Cut. And the ball rushes towards the third region. 70 required of 87 balls. This is the equation. So India cruising home. That's good batting. 56 for one India. Namuri is ready to bowl. Left arm pacer. Full toss. Nicely played. Very nicely played by Ishan Kishan. A boundary for him. Bad ball. A freebie. Hit me ball. And very nicely dealt with by Ishan Kishan. 60 for one India. And they are getting closer. 66 more required. So I think abhi chalte hain. Thank you very much.